Hi, well, a bit of a change from the normal wind turbine videos. This one's going to be about a motorhome, but similarly on batteries and power and systems. If, like me, you've got a motorhome and you've got the idea of exploring the wilds of the UK, then your mind instantly turns into how do I get power? How do I get my 240 volts if I'm out on the road somewhere? Well, the reality is most of the time you're going to be hooked up in a caravan site and you won't need anything else. But there may be a chance where you're off-road and you need 240 volt. Well, a motorhome usually has many sources of power, gas, 12 volt systems. Most people tend to think about converting their leisure battery systems, 12 volts, running it through, similar to the wind turbine, Victron charge controllers with the solar panel on the roof, down to Victron inverters, running that inverter through then to the 240 volt system that runs on the motorhome. There is a slightly different way. I want to show you what I've done in this case. So Jackery, known for their production of really rugged outdoor power units, brought out a 3000 watt version. I'm going to use that to power our moto. So here we have it. I've stuck it in the motorhome. I'm going to slide it just over here. This is the 3000 watt unit. It's pretty decent. We've got 3 plug outlets. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to feed this one back into the 240 volt main system, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. And then you've got the charging on the outside, and just over there you'll see I've connected that to a 240 volt outlet socket. Let's have a look how the system's set up. So in a motorhome like this, the leisure batteries are usually stored somewhere very inconvenient. In this case, underneath the driver's seat. I've got 2 12 volt lithium batteries there. Normally I'd wire those back probably with AWG5 or even 4 cabling all the way back underneath the motorhome through trunking, and I'd install in here the Victron system with the inverters and the various systems and isolation systems. In this case, we've got the Jackery set up here, and I've got the power supply into a simple mains and battery complete isolation of the circuits. So we can power ourselves from the mains on number 1 off, and number 2 is powering from the Jackery. That's all going into the 240 volt supply. And then to recharge the Jackery, I've got it coming off the 240 volt supply when you're attached to the mains. Obviously, when you're operating from the battery, this must be turned off. And that's it. Simple way of getting 240 volt without spending too much money and a lot less hassle.